It's no joke when you choke, so get LifeVac and live. Without breath, there'll be death. So get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live.
LifeVac and live.
Boom. So great to hear the golden tones of Mike Rowe singing the LifeVac song. So dear friends of LifeVac, welcome back to In the Arena. We make it easy for male, female, both. Today we're joined by our special guest, Alicia Malone, for a heartfelt conversation around a chapter from Arthur Lee's book, the inspiring book, Sorry, Can't Is a Lie. Together we'll explore accidental rudeness and the lessons it holds about grace, understanding, and how we treat one another in everyday life.
I wish I could burp right now. Wouldn't that be great if you just burped?
That's
Accidental rudeness.
You were just trying to be accidentally rude?
You know guys can do that? Just burp whenever they want.
I can.
Well, what about farting? Like that, like
Don't bring it there. Your company's watching. Come on. You guys.
they get over it. The kids fart.
It's coming out of the attic, not the basement.
But were you a it's funny, I'll fart and let people know? Or
There's
was
nothing
that-
more hilarious than that.
There is if you got the guts to pull it off.
I'm golfing with I'm golfing by myself with three other guys I don't know, strangers, and two of them are like in their 70s. This is like 10 years ago. You know, you get hooked up with guys when you go to golf.
Right.
Sure.
And the 70-year-old's on the tee, and he just farts. All three of us look at each other and almost fall down laughing. Like we're all grown men, but we're like, it's
Yeah,
still the
That's my
funniest thing.
point.
When it comes to that, I'm a blesser. You know, certainly the sneeze, but if someone were to
You'd say bless
release
you?
air, I would say God bless you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yes,
Why not?
okay.
Well, there's certain courage and it's comedy, right? You think about
Yeah,
it. You
it
gotta
is.
have guts to take the shot at the joke or the fart.
But it can be rude too, like
Right.
when you're in a car with your buddies.
It is. By the way, in
I don't
case you're
know
wondering
about
who you're
that.
listening to, my name is Rick Fatscher, one of the hosts of The Man in the Arena, and you're listening to Patrick O'Rourke, world-renowned comedian, and Arthur Lee, CEO and inventor of the LifeVac device.
Really world renowned.
Oh yes. Well, the quick thing, man, we had two things that we discussed. We could chat about a little bit in the beginning, and I watched your show that you guys do. And
Fox
I
Nation.
was having watched it many times and had the honor of throwing you out as Santa.
Yes.
And I love his shows. I think they're great. They teach history. They're funny. It's inspiring. It's really great. And anyone that hasn't seen Brian's show really should go.
You'll have an opportunity coming up in Virginia Beach,
But
end of the month.
you had this. It's Richmond.
Did I say Virginia Beach?
No.
Yeah, if you go to the beach,
Richmond,
you're gonna-
Virginia.
you're gonna
He'll
miss
be
it.
in
September
Virginia Beach.
27th.
You guys. will be-
We're likely to go to the wrong airport at times. There's
That's a whole
other
story. We did go to the wrong airport last weekend.
Yeah, there you go. Well, he's going to
Only
Virginia Beach.
$800 can change your ticket.
But we adapted. We
But wait,
overcome.
but this show was different because you had some really high-profile actors.
Sure.
Yes.
Colonel Alan West filled in for Frederick Douglass and Booker T. Washington in the skits, and Will Kane made a triumphant return to the stage.
He looked like he did good.
He did
Oh,
well.
he loved it. He was, and yeah, he can't fail. He walked out, they started cheering. Are you kidding?
Well, you know what I was thinking? I think this could begin the kind of the guest on Love Boat, the guest on Happy Days, the guest on
Is
where-
Joe Namath available?
Yeah, well, there you go. That's exactly.
Is Zsa
what I
Zsa
was
Gabor
saying.
still alive?
I started.
Is
this.
Charo
I
still
started
alive?
it.
Yes.
Ha cha cha. She was always on Love
Yeah,
Boat. Just
but
about
that's
every
my
episode.
point. Wouldn't it be cool if that, like, I was always so excited and honored to throw you out, like, because you were part of it. It
Yeah.
was cool as heck. And then when I saw that you had these high-ranking people and the interactions, like for you guys, that'd be a little nerve-wracking, no?
It's also very official how we write the script too in a hotel lobby. To say, okay,
No.
here's what you're gonna say.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be improv, but I think for me, more nerves were when we did it with Pete Hegseth, Rachel Campos Duffy, and the lovely Carly Shimkus.
No
Not
way.
that Rachel Campos Duffy isn't lovely herself, but both of them.
But were they
uh,
in the skits?
They were in the
Yeah,
skits.
that was
Yeah.
that was 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
During COVID.
Wow. Well, how was that?
Nerve
A
wracking.
lot of fun.
It was. See, I can see you
Pete
saying
Hegseth.
nerve-wracking. You say nerve-wracking. Him saying a
So
lot
Pete
of
pulled
fun.
up his sleeve to show the "We the People" tattoo on his arm,
Uh-huh.
and he was George Washington too. So
That's cool.
he's also very tall. I mean,
Yeah, he's
right?
taller
Tall
than
bunch.
you
he
would
played
think.
hoops at Princeton.
Now
Isn't
I
that
understand.
tall?
I
Will
understand
seemed
in
taller.
Richmond, Lawrence is going to be.
Lawrence Jones,
Oh,
who's
my
also
God.
like 6'5".
Very
Very met him
tall.
Yeah,
too.
he's tall too.
Yep.
Except Brian beat him in the planks, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. See, Celtic pride, baby.
Brian's in better shape than you think. He's got the guns
I know
going. He's
he
doing a
is.
lot of curls for girls.
Yes, he's
It's looking good.
he's building up to it.
But you enjoyed the show in Dallas.
I loved it. Yeah. Sometimes when people improv, though, like there's a rule to improv. Is you always have to give the guy. The answer
Something.
can't be no. Yeah, the answer has to be yes and yes. And.
Open.
And he was just, Colonel West. I actually said at one point, I go, it's tough to improv with a colonel. I guess. 'Cause
I asked him.
Did
"Do you
that
have-"
get a good laugh?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there were a lot of laughs, and I think off stage, I asked him after the first scene where I know he was going way off. Colonel West, have you done any improv? He says, I was in the Marines. What do you think?
Okay.
Pretty good answer.
Pretty good answer.
Did
They adapt.
you try any new material? Anything go?
Yeah, a
good?
couple new jokes. We did a big thing about Dallas and all the football teams, but that wasn't even a joke. It was just to get the crowd on your side. And what else?
I think the
Very
introduction of the
strategic.
visual. I think the introduction of the
Yes,
visual
yes. So
comedy.
we now have pictures behind me of some of my jokes that Rick is the producer and stagehand on the side.
Oh boy.
Putting pictures up.
Got to hit the clicker at the right time. The
Got to come
timing-
to the show to see it, though. It's unbelievable.
Well,
Big,
I highly
beautiful bill.
recommend.
It's actually very believable.
No, I highly recommend.
This is the first one you've missed, Arthur.
in a while. I mean, I love going there whenever I could. It's kind of cool.
If it's
like-
near his beach house, he'll show up.
Yeah, but Dallas was like a real arena. I love the venues.
Windspear
Some of them
Windspear
beautiful.
Opera House, and they had a chandeliers coming out of the roof, 48 different engines on it.
Yeah,
That was like
wild.
$6 million just for the chandeliers coming out of the roof.
I know that was cool. Brian
Really
did a
cool.
little clip of it,
Yeah.
and it was really cool.
And the guy was showing us before the show. He goes, "At Christmas, we make a Christmas tree. For these shows, we do this. For these shows, we do that. We can change all the colors."
But I think that's part of what is, the character of the show, right?
Mhm.
It's inspirational, it's funny, it's historic, it's patriotic, and he picks these great venues,
Mm.
that you feel something in. All of them, I felt, something.
There's so
in.
much history. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool places.
But
Yep.
that's why I mean it's definitely something people should see.
And you see the dressing rooms, and it's pretty cool. You see, like,
Who was there before?
Ramones or Springsteen. The one down south that Elvis played at, like, where was?
They all start running
Thank you
into each
very
other,
much.
don't they?
Yeah.
We've almost done 20. You've done 27 shows. I think
Yeah.
I've been participating in maybe close to 20.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You're there.
Amazing.
Absolutely cool. Well, I'm glad I was dying to hear about it.
Yeah.
Because it looked really good.
To
And,
keep you away, you had to be doing something important
yeah,
yourself.
what was I doing?
I think
I
you
was
did the.
somewhere.
I think you did the ride with
I did a ride.
Chubby Hands
I did a
Foundation
ride.
and
Yeah, that was great.
Owie.
And
Wait, Chubby Hands is a real foundation?
Yeah.
What's it about?
take it easy.
Hiding my hands.
Hide your hands.
How'd they find out?
They're no longer chubby. They're what are they?
They're not spelt.
There you go. They're
What is the
skeletal.
what is the theme around Chubby Hands?
It's a foundation that raises money for people who lose a child and can't afford a funeral. So the ride, it was a great ride. It was 150 guys. We rode up through the mountains of Pennsylvania. It was beautiful. I get spiritual. I dig riding for that environment as well as the cause. So
Mhm.
we had half went to LifeVac. They buy them, they donate them because Owie choked to death, his grandson. And Mountain Man's grandson, they finance the funeral.
So this is the second time you've seen Mountain Man. Last time
Yeah.
we had Mountain Man.
We should
hats,
have them on again.
paraphernalia.
Let me
We should
guess.
Definitely have one.
Mountain Man has chubby hands.
Holy cow!
Right?
What a breakthrough! That's like the guy that told us
Nothing
we
slips
got
by
I'm
to.
still
you.
thinking,
we
why
gotta
is it
do
called
bingo.
Chubby Hands?
We gotta do bingo.
Yeah,
dolls
good
or-
tip for we just got before coming on.
But
is
today I went
attacking
to
bingo
it'll
parlors.
lead into this a little bit. I went to some network thing, and Mr. Wonderful was talking, and it was interesting. It was fun to watch him and insight. But you know what? It was kind of funny because I could tell he was kind of dodging the whole knockoff. But he did do something from our AI thing, which we have that mic on again. That was a great show. I don't know if you were here for that.
Yeah.
But he had him, and he played the clips, and he said one's AI. I couldn't tell.
one of Kevin O'Leary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Is
he
it
had,
O'Leary or Leary?
it's
I'm not
O'Leary,
sure.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, O'Leary.
We got our
We'll
big
take 'em.
fact checking
Come on,
staff on that
O'Rourke.
right away.
Don't you know the O people?
That means son of.
Is it?
It's like any Mick and O is son of.
Can I be Oli?
You want in Jewish? It's actually Ben, like Ben David or
Ben Hurry,
Yeah,
Bend
Ben-
over.
Ben Hur.
Ben Hur.
Ben Hur?
And
Ben-
Daniel is
he was
it's actually a
Daniel?
Jewish name.
What about Ben Dover?
He's with Eileen Dover. They have kids too.
Come on, Eileen. Anyway, let's prep the show. So we're blessed to have Alicia Malone. They saved their son Carter. We've been blessed to know them and get to really and get to know them. Was one of the early saves, but they face challenges.
They
And
all count.
They all
That's for
count.
sure.
But
Mm.
I think a lot of them, because of the families, we've really come to love.
Mhm.
And their challenges they face it kind of leads into the accidental rudeness, but there's a bigger picture, and it has to do with the understanding of what it takes, what true courage is, which you're going to intro when we get into this question after the break. But there's a lot to it. And we tried to have Stacy come on. She has a foundation to try and help people that emotionally
Mhm.
have to deal with the challenges like that.
Stacey Brown, who could not make it tonight.
Who takes care of Bo, who is I think he's Down syndrome and cerebral palsy. So he's the courage and the strength to do that.
Mm.
I think is underrated. And we're talking in the arena. That's what we talk about. We talk about real people facing real battles with courage and dignity and incredible strength. So and we're going to mix all that in today. And if Alicia doesn't kill me for talking about stuff, but I feel
She's
sparkles.
laughing now. That's a good sign.
Well,
That's
she
a
may
good
have to
sign.
sit on the other side of Pat. just
Now
so
she's
she can
glaring.
get at me.
She
But,
just found out she has to sit next to me.
but that's
guys
the
match.
show, and I look forward to it. We both Bo and Carter were saved by LifeVac, so there's definitely a connection. But LifeVac opened my eyes to that. A lot of things that it opened up, like the police officers that have to deal with the trauma of a child dying. And both Alicia and Stacy opened my eyes to something that is so courageous and so challenging and so unsupported. And I think in the arena is about bringing things like that to light.
Yeah, we talk
So-
about your book. Sorry, Can't is a Lie, and we encourage people to go to lifevac.net. Can you go to .com now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either
you
one
can go to
will take
lifevac.com. So used to saying .net.
And you can watch in the arena now.
Yes,
We're on.
there's a little
.gov.org.
makes it easy.
Dot.
But while you're there, why not get a LifeVac
Yeah.
device if you don't have it
Good
at this
idea.
point? Protect your family, protect those you love. Use code MITA. That stands for Man in the Arena. But we're
Yes.
calling this show just for
in the arena.
ease in the arena, just because it's so easy. Because tonight there's a woman in the arena.
Well, and we had Jen on. She was in, and it is more appropriate. And really, come on, this is getting a little woke. Man, the arena meant
Yeah.
mankind.
What is a woman?
So don't start when I go in there.
I don't know what it is.
I don't need. No one.
I
Does.
won't
We're
answer.
men.
Pat-
We still haven't figured that out.
Pat, quick update on your journey.
Yeah. We
I'm not transforming. What are you? My diet.
Yes, the diet. Because
I'm
I'm joining.
thought you saw the boobs.
I'm realizing, as we talked about it a lot over the weekend, we talked about the program you're on, and you can give us an update. But I'm joining you in solidarity because I need to do the work as well.
Yes, my counselor is also a woman, Heather.
How much you lose?
I'm down 28 pounds in 6 weeks.
What's the
Wow.
goal?
80 pounds.
No way.
Yeah. So I got to lose like 50 more pounds.
Do
Is
you
there a
feel
time
like-
frame?
I like you like this. There's certain.
I sorta do
people
too.
like this. But
I like me
I thought
too.
this was it.
my friend Courage, man, he was huge, but he could play soccer. He's like you. He moved around. He was unbelievable.
No, so like when they told me that, my doctor said, they want me to get down to 190, and I thought, what they said, what do you want to get down to? I go 220, 225. She's like, no, the chart says 190. She's never seen me. I'm like, okay. I am, our doctor, who we all know, Dr. Elfenbein, who we also went to school with.
Yeah.
You'll never be less than 220. Look at your ankles. But I guess they're going to get me down to 190. We'll see. And then I
Was he an ankle specialist? What's this?
Yeah.
You got big bones.
But you
You're
do
not gonna be
feel
that light.
you feel better.
Yeah, I do. Feel really
That's
good.
cool.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's cool.
Sleeping better.
I just see you this person.
It's not a big secret. I mean, it's a good diet, but it's cut out the crap, cut out sugar. That's the devil. Cut out a lot of carbs, and you can get carbs from other stuff, so you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
That's cool.
difference. A
All
lot of
right.
difference in the vernacular. There's words that they use where they
Oh,
choose
yeah.
very positive
Yes,
stuff.
you're not losing weight. You're dropping weight because losing is a bad connotation. You don't cheat on your diet. You sidestep for a couple days because
Aha.
cheating's a bad connotation. It's like
Yes.
they just want you to feel good, and like they always were asking me to make a tape and inspire other people.
Do you crack them up and say funny shit? all the
Sometimes I
time?
don't think she gets it though. You know,
Wow.
and she's sort of a hippie, but she's very nice, very nice.
Ah, cool.
Well, we continue to look forward to your developments along
My progress,
the way, and
you
you
got
keep
it.
As you disappear from
Yeah,
the man
as you
in the
turn
arena.
become
sideways.
lighter and lighter. And we're going to be back with more of the Man in the Arena after this break.
Hi, I'm Arthur Lee, CEO and inventor of LifeVac, a simple choking rescue device that saved over 4,000 people. 13 years ago when I came up with LifeVac, the design was to be safe and simple. You simply push and pull. There's a vent system, so when you push it down, the air will go out the side. There's a ball valve that locks when you pull it up. With any success, it's going to be copies, and normally that's the way it is. Now, LifeVac is FDA registered manufacturer in New York. A lot of these products, and this is one of the most popular ones, is made in China. But the real problem, it's about $10 to $15 cheaper. If you put your finger over this, you won't be able to push it down. Now, I understand money's money, but this is someone's life at stake. So if you bought this, make sure you practice and don't put your thing. If you put it like this or like this, it won't work, and your loved one's going to die. I understand to buy a cheaper product, but you have to also remember when you buy a cheaper product, you get a cheaper product, and someone's life is at stake. So if you're thinking of buying it, make sure you understand you cannot do it this way. And two, if someone you love owns this, make sure that when they use it, they have the wherewithal in panic situations not to cover this vent with their thumb trying to push it down. Strictly a PSA. I hope you buy a LifeVac because I know it's good and I know it works because I made it and it lasts forever. But if you do go with this, please be careful. $10 is my life mistake. Thank you.
We're back in the arena. My name is Rick Fatscher. I'm along with Arthur Lee, Patrick O'Rourke, and our special guest, Alicia Malone. Alicia, welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you
You've
for
been
having
here.
me back.
Yeah, you've been here.
Yes.
Were you
couple
on
times.
here live?
Yes.
Oh.
You don't remember?
That was
I
back.
You forgot
issues.
about me already.
Got issues.
That was
Yeah.
back when I made the big mistake of reading a text saying that you were, coming back to Amityville or can't wait to go to Amityville. I said, "Are you from Amityville?" No, I just want to see the house.
And we drove by today, the sign. I was like, I still want to see the house.
You still haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh, we're gonna get that
All
done.
right.
Listen,
We
I
gotta
want
get
the
this
tour
done.
of the house. So if somebody calls somebody, like, I want to have
That's
a
a
tea.
tricky one.
I
They
wanna
did
have
change
tea
they
and-
changed the windows, so it's
Yes.
a little harder to find. But
Yes.
I know
I
where
heard
it is.
that.
Ocean
Oh
Ave.
yeah, I know.
Mm.
We go by it. Yeah, we go by it all the time.
And yell Oscar.
Yeah. But Alicia, refresh the collective memory of In the Arena of how you came to know Arthur Lee.
We'll start with how I found the LifeVac.
Yeah, that's probably the best place to start.
Yeah, I was pregnant with Carter over there.
Yo, Carter.
Hi, Carter.
And I was doing my baby registry and I set everything up. And then one of the recommended things was that it showed me that. And I was like, LifeVac, that's interesting. I'll put it on my baby registry. And I was like,
Hadn't heard of it.
never heard of it before now. And I just kind of thought somebody's going to see that and they're not going to buy me a sink plunger. Because that's what
At
it looks
least
like.
Is that for
This
the
is a
bathroom?
person. It's a person plunger.
No,
Person
no.
plunger. It's a people plunger.
It's a people plunger.
I didn't
But-
get bibs.
Yeah. He has bibs and a sink plunger. And so I ended up buying it for myself and put it in the drawer, just in the kitchen, and just like, hope I never have to use this. And kind of went on. And then we had Carter. And then when he was 2 years old, toddling around the house, I guess we were cooking or Matt was in the kitchen and he found an ice cube on the floor and nobody knew that he did it.
Happens all the
And
time.
I turned around because I heard him. He was like kind of muffled and I was just like, that's weird. I'm like, why does he sound like that? And I see him, he's going like this and grabbing his face and grabbing his neck and everything. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, Matthew, he's choking. You have to grab him right now. Grab him. So he flipped him over. Sorry. Back blows.
Back blows, we try it.
Yep, back blows he was doing. And he's doing that. I go right to the drawer, pull out the LifeVac, pull out the little pediatric mask and put it on there. I was like, get him on the floor. He put him down. And then I look at his poor little face. He was turning blue and purple. And it was just horrible. Like my baby's face was just like this horrible little grimace that, and I'm watching it, telling you the story right now. I'm watching it in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I hate to
it's
make you
tough.
go through it.
Do you have a
Yeah.
medical or like a police background?
Matt does.
Matt
your
does.
husband.
I have a little bit of a medical.
But you kept your cool and like, okay, I'm getting
Yes.
out.
And then everybody's like, how do you do that? How did you keep calm? And I was just like, I was just like, boom, 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 boom. This is what I got to do. Put the kid on the floor. I'm doing this. And I put it down, put it on his face. I pulled back and his head, like, because we were on the kitchen floor. So his head moved just a little bit. And I thought it didn't work. So I look and I was ready to do it again. And he starts, you see him moving something in his mouth. And I was like, oh, and I was like, maybe he's got it. And he pushes it out. And sure enough, he had the ice cube, started crying. And,
you know what's amazing? What say was that?
140. You guys always ask me and I never remember. I think it's like 148. I think 148.
148.
Yeah.
And we're coming up on 5,000.
Yeah.
But you know what? That was an interesting one because it was an ice cube.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I had a bunch of things I was curious about, right? They say an ice cube can melt. Problem is, it won't melt.
You have
It's
to
too
wait.
late. Yeah, 6
Yeah.
minutes later.
So,
Right. I've had so many people come up to me and say, well, it's an ice cube, it'll melt. I'm like, all right, honey, you just sit there
Yeah,
and
exactly.
wait. You
Yeah.
keep choking and mommy's gonna wait for that ice
Yeah,
cube.
yeah, yeah.
Are you done yet? Is it over?
Are
Oh.
people great?
Just recently, though, I saw a medical post warning parents about the danger of ice cubes.
Really?
Yeah, and it was kind of cool because I thought of
Good.
you right away. I thought of your family, and I said,
Mhm.
"Yeah, no shit,
Yeah.
no kidding." I almost
Yeah.
cursed twice in the same show, and I'm not even supposed to do that.
And we're looking for an approximate from Donnie Isley on how many ice cubes have been involved.
Yeah,
And
she's
it's okay.
busy.
You can't know
cuddling.
About a
you can't know
bag.
everything, but
It's about a 2-pound bag.
there are over 300 different things, right? Over 300 different
Cubes in
objects.
a bag?
Not all of them food have been removed from airways with the LifeVac.
Ice, actually, cops always say the perfect murder weapon is ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you bludgeon someone because it just melts. Then
Mhm.
Well, remember there was the ice bullet that supposedly that was a big thing.
Mhm.
Okay, we're off track.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're off track. We're coming back.
We're gonna
No more
bring it back.
cursing.
Got to bring it
But
back.
you know, you can see the emotion when you tell that story.
Yeah, I felt it.
So,
Yeah.
so we always appreciate that and its difficulty and its ability to save others. And you've been great. You did videos and you were at our parties and you know we got Carter up and with me, him, and Deborah Norville. That's like one of my
Yes. Oh my God,
favorite
I love-
pictures. I
I
love
love
that
that.
picture.
That's so great.
You little stinker, you were on with me and Deborah. That was great. Don't eat that.
That's
We
Lenny.
just got through this.
This is the problem.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say next to the commercial that, well, certainly Ray is the top 5 with Maya, but next to the one with you and Jackie, one of my favorite commercials
That's when
is
she
the
talks.
Malones. Yeah.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Really great.
Well, they're very heartfelt and they're sincere. They're in the arena. I mean, that's what it's about. And good segue to a question you have for me, Mr.
Yeah.
Fatscher.
What was this? You sent me a
Watch
picture.
this.
You sent me a picture of a ticket from like 2012, Kill a Mockingbird.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Why in the world would you send me a picture today of all days?
Yes, because that's the intro to the other part of this discussion. And when I started LifeVac, I knew it was going to be a ridiculously impossible battle.
Uphill.
Right. So just for the heck of it, I Googled true courage. What is true courage? Right. And that was pre-AI where who knows where it would go. And To Kill a Mockingbird came up. Right. Now that movie had always affected me. Right. I remember the book. I remember the movie. I remember the fear, the scout, and the thing. But Atticus always stuck with me. Right.
Boo.
Because he took on.
Boo
says-
Radley?
Yeah, Boo Radley. When he was almost like the boogeyman. But he says when you take on a battle, when you know you're licked, but you give it all you got, and sometimes you win. But his point was it's not courage as a man with a gun. It's going into something that's supposed to be done that's right.
Mm.
Knowing you're going to get clobbered, knowing that you're going to fail. He knew he could not defend that man in the South in those circumstances. But he said, you go in and you do your best and you give it all you have. And I said, true courage is when you go in the Alamo, being the mother of a challenged child. You're clobbered.
Mm.
You're done. And I knew I was getting clobbered. In the beginning, it was, Jim Carrey, and I'm a ripoff, and I'm taking advantage, and I'm scaring people.
Jim Carrey.
From the movie where he takes the sink plunger and he's
Mhm.
pulling it on
Oh.
his face.
Now, so
That
2012.
was so funny.
2012,
5,000 times.
the year you invented
Right.
LifeVac, so you had already had the concept and knew where you were headed.
Well, it was just a path to help me to say, I didn't know what would come up when I Googled true courage, right? So now you go down the path and I take it on. And I meet people like Alicia and Stacy. new definition of true courage, don't you think?
It's tough.
It is
It's
tough.
every day is tough.
Right.
But you get up like nothing happened the day before. It could have been the worst day the day before. And you get up and you're like, let's go. Let's have another fun day. And you just keep going.
Positive attitude.
That's all you can do.
Yep.
But
No, that, yeah, it's all you can do, but not everyone has the courage to do it.
But don't you think that, and you know, you're open to talk about it at a depth of whatever you want, but doesn't seem to be a lot of support.
That's the hardest part.
Right.
Is that you're constantly, you're most of the time on your own doing it. And, Matt's obviously like by my side doing it. But it's hard. You don't have support. You go into a store and people will stare at you if your kid's screaming.
Well, that's the accidental rudeness part.
Mm-hmm.
When, I came up with that term because I've seen it, where you're not purposely rude, right? Oh, like control your child, like you're trying to be some helpful elder person, and you're like, you didn't even know the battle. Shut that. I almost cursed again. That would have been 3 in one shot. But I didn't.
Well, then I can't tell that story. Then, can I?
No. But I think there's 2 forms of necessary awareness with parents and children with challenges. One is more resources.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me some of your battles with the resources. Be it personal, I'd love to talk to someone,
Yeah.
or the challenges of getting the right schooling or education or help.
Yeah, I mean, we're going through a battle right now with Carter's schooling. The public school, we did try it when he was little, and they could not accommodate his needs. And so fighting them from the beginning has just been a nightmare. And then I kind of gave up because I said, well, what am I fighting you for if you can't even help him? You can't give him what he needs. You've already proved that you can't give him anything. So I was like, all right, well, then I guess we're paying for everything out of pocket and we're going to figure it out. I don't know how we're going to do it, but let's just do it.
There's a way.
There's a way. And then one of his therapists had brought up this private school. It's called the Speech Academy. And he attended the summer program there. And within a month's time, like his speech has exploded.
I know. I was like, I had chills from him.
It's
today.
wild. And so like, I can't wait for him to go here and I can't wait to see what next year, like, a year from today, like what's this kid going to be like?
And then they were like, no.
Well, that's the thing is I had to hire an attorney. I mean, they don't want to just say, yeah, sure. Your kid can't do it here. And there's a place that he can do it here. Let's send him. No, you have to hire an attorney. You have to have PPT meetings and hearings.
PPT.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
3 letters.
I know. I don't. It's like a parent something. What is it? Yeah,
Placement.
something parent.
I have a
I
place.
bet you
Studio
every-
audience chiming in. That's fantastic. Thank you for your help, studio audience.
They
It's our
have so
chat
many.
GPT.
They have exactly. They have so many like different like things that you're just like I
Acronyms
forget what all of them are because they want to confuse you. They want to make you feel like you're not smart because they know what this is, but you don't because you're a new parent in the school system.
Mhm.
So I mean, I have a PPT meeting next Thursday with the school system with their attorney, our attorney, and we're gonna battle this
Do you hear
out.
this?
And it's
Like,
public.
And this is public school, yeah.
And you pay your taxes.
Oh my God, yeah. Unfortunately, I have to. No
Where is
choice.
the Speech Academy?
It's in Easton, Connecticut,
Easton. And where do you live?
in Danbury, Connecticut. So
How
it's
far
like
is that?
45 minutes. So
You
all
doing your
summer
math
long.
thing again? You're gonna.
No, it's just that's a sacrifice right there.
Yeah,
These great
exactly.
parents.
It
45
certainly is.
minutes. Matt takes him in the morning. 45
On the
minutes that
motorcycle?
way.
Do you take him
Oh
on the
my God.
motorcycle?
That's why he's speaking.
He's
No,
got,
Matt
like-
could really ride.
He
Trust
gets like
me. He
bugs
would-
in his
it'd be
teeth
very good.
on the way to
Hey,
school.
that might make him happy. Oh, you already got him on the motorcycle.
What is it? Planning and
Planning,
placement.
placement
Oh,
team.
and they call us a team.
team.
We are not a team.
Yeah.
Well, they're
Yeah,
not
there
giving
is
you any
no team.
It's you
TLC.
against
No, there
them.
is
the
no
PPT.
team whatsoever.
It's the
at
Malone
that.
against them.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you know
So-
me.
But thinking and going through this summer with you because we love you and Stacy and her same challenge, right? Getting help, and
Mhm.
it's this battle, and we put so much resources to so many things. I feel like it's almost backwards in this world. Like there's a lot of people get a lot of help, and then we have these people that really need it and deserve it. These are
Yeah.
kids.
And you fall
Right.
through the cracks.
Right, but we have to change that. We have to get that up higher up in the visibility and in the accessibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's so many places that bring in gazillions of dollars, and then you have to fight for a child
For
to get hit,
everything.
right? And same with her. She's the same thing.
Yeah.
Bo needs special treatment, needs education, needs therapy, and it's a battle.
Something so simple as just diapers. I mean, you have a child with special needs and you need diapers. We have to pay for diapers still.
Yeah, but I think too, but that's my point, that we have so many beautiful, from the Red Cross, all these things. Can't we come up with a better way to help our children that really need some help? The second thing on this is, and I was curious about this, and the accidental rudeness, right? Oh, you've had your encounters, right? And you're so meek about it that it's very kind, but
Meek?
Mhm.
Meek would not be a word that I would.
no, I was
When I saw that post, yes.
That was
Yes,
sarcasm.
You
Yes,
did see
sarcasm.
that.
Yeah.
Have you had any beautiful moments?
Yes. And in that same moment, if you read that whole
Yeah,
thing,
go,
it was,
go through it a little bit.
so I was in
Because
this.
that goes into just, accidental rudeness is, doing something unconsciously that is rude and then saying, oh my God, that was rude and I'm sorry. And it stems more from the cell phone, right? Where you're standing somewhere, you're doing something. That's where I recognized it, right?
Mhm.
Where you're on your phone and you don't realize you're blocking an aisle, or you're holding up a line,
Mhm.
and it's deeper, but that's what brought it to my attention,
Mhm.
right? That we do things that aren't necessarily on purpose, but they're
Mhm.
rude and they're mean.
Yeah.
And that's when I thought of you with that story. So go ahead, give me the story. And I think he can't curse because I took up our 3.
I
Right.
see intent.
Alicia Meek Malone. Go ahead. The mic is yours.
No, story.
Yeah. Well, I was going just to buy a birthday cake for my mom in the supermarket and just pick Carter up from school. And it was me, Carter, and Callie. We run into the supermarket, and my fault that Carter picked out a certain candle or something like that. And I was like, no, baby, I don't need that. And I put it back on the rack. Well, that set him off. And he,
That would make me mad. I
That
love
made him mad.
candles.
He
I'm a
wanted
big
that candle, and
wicks and sticks.
that was
Wicks
my
and
fault.
sticks.
They're delicious.
I should have.
Delicious. You're allowed to eat candles on your
I
diet.
used to. No carbs.
Good diet. I
Okay.
like that.
Healthy fats.
So he got upset at that point and was throwing things. This is the first thing that he does when he gets mad is he'll throw his glasses,
Who
he'll
does?
throw cars, whatever he's got, shoes. So he's already doing that. So I'm like, all right, now we have to hurry. Like, I got the cake. Look at this cake. Like, let's go. Hurry up. And I'm trying to rush through the store. So I'm like, all right, well, let me see if I can grab like steak or something really quick, some food for dinner. So I'm rushing over to the steak. And as I'm doing that, he hums his glasses again into the chicken. And I was like, cool. Like, let me go grab those really quick.
Cooked chicken?
No, raw chicken.
Raw chicken.
Yeah, on the shelf.
So you got the salmonella.
So I'm like grabbing his, like reaching for his glasses on the shelf, and right behind me, this guy goes, "It's not the kid's fault." And I turn around, and he
Holy
goes,
cow.
"It's the parents," and
Oh
looks
my
right
God.
at my face. And I was like, oh, I'm so mad right now, and I'm not taking it out on my kid, but I'm gonna take it out on you. So I walked right up to him and I was like, I can't believe you. I was just like, and I'm trying to like not
PG
say,
it.
not
G
really
it,
say
G
what
it.
I said. I said, he has a disability, but you are in
Yeah.
One of the words I said earlier.
something
was-
hole,
A-hole.
a-hole. You're an
Yeah.
a-hole. And I just was
Ash.
like, yeah,
Did
an
he,
ash.
did he catch himself?
No, he he cowered kind of a little bit. Like he just like looked down and like didn't want to look at me anymore. Like kind of like was staring at the chicken and I was just like, just at him. And then from behind me, my first grade teacher comes up to
Are
me
you serious?
and I haven't seen her in years.
Wow.
And she's like, Alicia. And I turn around, I was like, oh my God. I was like, hi. And she goes, how are you?
It's
And
like a
trying to
bizarre dream.
pull me out
Oh,
of the
she saw it.
situation. Yes, and I felt like I was already like, okay, I'm embarrassed because I haven't seen her in forever, and she sees me in this situation. So she did the thing that somebody should do. Anybody can do and walk
Diffuse.
up and just say, "How are you kids doing?" And looking at the kids and like, "What are you doing? Oh, you're buying
Bring
a
it back to
cake," and the kids are like,
reality.
"Yeah,"
Yeah.
and like just change that train of thought for a child. Like, don't stare at people. Don't think like what a terrible parent you are because you know how stressed out that parent is. You think that they want their kid to be screaming through the supermarket as you're rushing to grab the food really quick. You don't want to deal with that. That's stressful for you. You don't want to go to the store to begin with.
Yeah, no, I think, but see, that's bringing this out. Not only is it challenging in your whole life, From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. Now you got to go out and have this situation where it's such a callous, such a cowardice, such a sad thing, you know, like
We're gonna hear more about this. We have to
oh,
quick break.
take a
We'll be
break.
right back with
Take a
more
break. I'm impressed,
with
Fabs.
Alicia Malone and the Man in the Arena.
I was in the living room when I heard my son Carter, who was 2 at the time. I looked over and I saw him grabbing for his face and his throat. I grabbed the LifeVac. I put the mask on his face and placed push-pull. The LifeVac dislodged the ice cube from his airway and he started crying. The most amazing sound I've ever heard in my entire life. Please protect your family. Get a LifeVac.
That was great, Jim Kerr. I saw the glasses fly.
And we are back at in the arena. We're back in the arena, for God's sakes. My name is Rick Fatscher, along with Arthur Lee, Pat O'Rourke, and Alicia Malone, who's been talking to us about the situation that popped up. Accidental rudeness. I don't think anything was accidental about it. That was just a.
Yeah.
He may have regretted it in a big way.
Well, she
Yeah, so if he
but-
regretted it, it is accidental.
Right.
He didn't take a stand on it and say, hey, you know.
Yeah.
But
I get it, you know. I don't,
Yeah.
I'm not on his side, but sure he felt terrible when he found out.
yes, but that's good. And that's important. And that's why we have to talk about it, because when you're there and you say, you know, the kids nowadays and they're, well, maybe he's facing battles you don't know.
Right. Yep.
And I think I remember when Bo was at the Hall of Saves, right? I don't think you were there yet, but I was making the big speech and Bo decides he's going to come
Yes.
say hello. I'm
Yes.
like, freaking hey, what's
That
up,
was
Bo?
great. He was right up there with you.
Yeah, but he just walked out of the audience and came up, and I'm like, I guess it's time for Bo to be here. But if we all had a little more compassion, you know, and you're the bizarre first grade teacher thing, that's a God wink.
Yes.
That's like a weird dream.
And
Like
that's
if
what
you
I thought
said
of
that-
immediately. I was like, that's Arthur's God wink immediately. Immediately I thought it.
Yeah, but it is. And to me, it reminds me like when I tell someone I was shooting pool with Ben Carson, and I got a text from Joe Piscopo. I'm like, this sounds like one of those goofy dreams that you had, like, you know, and you wake up and you go, you wouldn't believe what I dreamt.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I had this dream. I was in the supermarket, the guy thinking my first grade teacher. So it just, to me, those God winks sometimes are like these crazy dreams.
Mhm.
And, you know, the first grade teacher thing, my gosh.
So
even the
random.
part is a teacher you loved.
Yeah, oh
Wasn't
my
a teacher
gosh.
you didn't.
She was, yes.
Half my teachers I wouldn't even recognize.
I know.
I'd be like, who are
wouldn't
you?
either.
They-
Oh,
they
well,
wouldn't
I have
recognize me
one
either.
teachers ain't around anymore, buddy.
Had you been in
Well-
touch? First grade teacher, right?
It was my first, and we're friends on Facebook and everything.
okay.
So I like texted her and I was like, I'm so sorry that you had to see that whole thing. And
What did
she's
she
like-
say?
You're apologizing.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah.
But did she kind of say, I understood?
She said, yeah, no, she said, I completely understand. It's okay. She said, it was great to see you.
Aw.
She was just so wonderful.
Now, Matt mentioned something about the
Oh my
children's museum. Did you kill someone here, or is this a good one?
You,
Was there bloodshed?
now you want to. I mean, you want to kill.
I
You
know.
do.
We're not allowed to do that.
I wish that it was a good thing.
You want to hum a
There's-
rock at him.
Yes.
Hum.
I'd love to
You'd
hum a
love it.
rock at somebody's head.
The question on that one, was there a good side, or was it just someone being a
Just
jerk?
as somebody being a jerk. And it was another mother. And it was literally like, it's a little kid. thing.
Karen?
Like, yeah, a Karen. Like, you know, like one kid has a toy and then Carter grabbed the toy from his hand. I immediately was saying, like, no,
We
you got to
don't
give
do
it back.
that, right?
And she's like, you don't. And she's snatching the toy out of his hand. I was like, no, you don't do
Oh,
that.
Well, I think that we need beware of special needs parents.
We're
signs.
bears. We have
Yeah.
become, you turn into a
But
bear.
you know, I think it's gotten worse from the pandemic. I think
Yeah.
that we have become so much more in each other's face. You know, you
Mhm.
can't park here. You can't wear that. I got yelled at for 5 minutes over a sunset one time on my motorcycle, and they're screaming, "You must leave the parking lot." I'm like, sunset, there's no one here. Like, because it's a rule, right? And I think people become empowered to want to tell you what to do.
Citizens arrest.
Citizens arrest. Citizens arrest. Sorry, I watched a lot of Andy Griffith with my father. but I think it's worse. And I think we need to
Mhm.
reverse that. And we need to have more compassion and we have more understanding. And I think a lot of it has to do with saying, I don't know why this is happening. I'll just shut up. Maybe I'll help. Right. I use it all the time with the road rage thing. Someone comes flying by and you go, man, I hope he's all right. You know, I hope he's not racing his kid to the hospital.
Right.
Right. And I immediately go there. And I think, you know, the two battles that you guys have to deal with, it's enough. Like when someone like Bo gets a life, he's been saved like 5 times.
Yeah.
Right. And when I have someone who's in a wheelchair or a parent that has a child that's challenged and I can give them a life back, I'm like, I feel good. I took 1 brick off them. They still have 4,000 on them, right? But 1 brick, what's a brick weight? You've lost over a brick.
Brick, I believe, is about 15 pounds.
Have you lost one of them?
I've lost 2 bricks.
See? So you feel better.
You can say. Yeah.
Go ahead, you say it.
No, I actually do, like, once in a while when I've been on a bunch of tests, but like, see a 45-pound plate, you know, when you're like working out
Yeah.
or whatever. And so, you know, I'm like, oh my God, I lost this. This
I
is like
know.
a person.
Right.
That's how fat I get. I love Twinkies.
I wasn't going that route, but I was saying you can relate to the.
Oh, I
taking
can hum
some weight
Twinkies
up.
down my throat like they're nothing.
He's going to use all the
Yes,
time now.
Well, I'm bringing
really
that back. That's a
I
great
do.
expression.
I
I
You
haven't
can't
heard
bring
that in
it back.
20
I already
years.
did.
Well, yes.
I think she
I'm stealing it.
trademarked it during the commercial. But I think if we all,
I'm hocking it.
if we all oh my God.
That's all, I think you can only hock a loogie. I think that's the only thing you can
Yeah,
hock.
hocking is stealing also.
Mhm.
Ah,
Catch up,
No,
Rick.
Hocking is like getting money for like your friends.
Oh, something to hock?
Radio.
Yeah, at a pawn shop. PAW.
How do we go on these paths? That's what I want to know. We went from hum to hock. We're saving kids. I
And
don't
we're in
know
a pawn
what's
shop.
going on.
let's bring it back
PAW.
in the arena. You know, the one thing that I thought of when someone is
Happened,
dealing
but
with Alicia in a situation like that, it's really important. And Jack Handy, the philosopher, said it best. If you're gonna, before you criticize someone, you're gonna walk a mile in their shoes.
Absolutely.
Because if they get really mad, like you might get, you're a mile away and you have their shoes. So
Good point. Good
There
point.
you go.
Good point.
I'm okay,
That's
and
what I
people
did.
like me.
Yeah. But you know, I think we're coming to the end. But the 2 things that we need to continue to talk about and address, right, is the accidental rudeness and the lack of. Part of Stacy's mission is the brotherhood, a place to share about the challenges that are solo to you. He and I were talking about this earlier about my accident. I didn't have anyone that was in those circumstances,
Mm.
and it's a very lonely place. And I think that it's hard for, you to have this conversation about whizzing glasses and with a mom that's like, well, just tell him not to,
Right.
put him in the corner. And then he would eat the corner and burn the house down. So they
Throw
They
an
would've
ice
tried
cube
that.
down there too.
Exactly.
While we're at it.
Yeah. We'll pick some fine ice cube. But I think we need to continue that and we need to open it up. And we definitely have to address it on a bigger scale for the resource part. That really
Yes.
bothers me. And because I go to all these fundraisers and I do all this and, there's a lot of help.
Mhm.
Well, you
And
saw it with the
people-
price of the LifeVac being the first concern when you met with the school board in Wisconsin,
Yeah,
right?
I made it free.
That's what the problem is.
Right.
Money.
But once again, though, it shouldn't be. It should be an easier path.
Absolutely.
Right? This is not a brainer. You know what? We can deal with other reductions in
Mhm.
places, and I think we can develop a foundation that makes it easier for parents to get the special services. I mean, even the special is not the right word. It's the equal service. It's
Exactly
a
that.
necessary service.
Yes.
Right? You didn't say, "Oh boy, this is great. My kid gets to go here."
Right.
You say,
Just-
"I need to go there."
Right.
Similarly, it's in the
Needs
ADA, right? It's part of
Yeah.
the ADA.
But it's just not treated properly, and
No doubt.
it bothers me. And we'll keep addressing it, but I think it's important we start that dialogue, right? And we start getting it out there that this is an avenue where kindness, courage, and compassion come into play, and we need to highlight those things. And we
Need to
need
see
to get
more of it.
We need to get out of your mask not covering your nose when a kid's having a freak out in a supermarket. Shut the
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy cow, that'd have
Wow.
been 4. I held up.
That was good.
Swear
So
jar.
impressed.
We're getting
SCFU.
rich tonight.
Yeah. One got out, but the 3 I held back. But I did
So,
my
Alicia,
best.
have you met Ray Priebe?
Yes. That was at the last
3,000?
The 3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. He joins us every week. He's Mr. 3K, and he saved his daughter, of course, and he's coming up in the next segment. But we appreciate you so much
Thank you guys for
The
having
whole
me
family's
again.
here.
You know what? We'd love you and Stacy. She was going to come on. I think about it. Maybe talk with her, see how she's doing, and let's address this again. And let's
Sure.
keep talking about it. And let's get some wins. You know.
That would be great.
All
Yeah,
right.
I would love it.
I'm cool.
Alicia Meek Malone. Let's see.
Yes, she's.
That's your new
So
nickname.
mean.
That's your new nickname.
What is our new term for today's show?
Humming.
Huck.
Humming.
Humming.
Hummed his glasses at the
Hummed
chicken.
his
I love
glasses
it.
at the chicken.
Yes.
Yes. Hummed his glasses at the chicken.
Remember you used to eat your mom? He hummed it at
Oh,
That's why
yeah.
I beat him up.
I'm whatever.
My goodness.
But speaking of true courage, LIU's playing Florida this weekend in football, and they're 46.5-point underdogs. That's
Whoa.
a real thing.
We should watch
They're
that.
going to get killed.
You think?
Yes.
You got money on?
And my mother
Take
always,
LIU
my
and
mother
the
always
points.
bet the biggest underdog on the card because she didn't like bullies.
Oh, that's
Aw.
adorable.
She always won.
That's a Alicia lesson.
But I was just
Like
thinking about
bullies.
that true courage statement. That's
Yeah, going into that
it's going to
game,
be a
Yeah.
beatdown.
I would want to go into that game.
We're
I
going to
would
be
like
back
that.
with
It
more
was like playing
of
the
Man in
A-Team.
the Arena
I wanted
after
to
this
kill 'em.
break with Ray Priebe, Mr. 3K, coming up next.
She started to choke on a piece of candy.
She wasn't breathing.
Then Ray reached for the LifeVac and it saved her.
She could have easily died that day. A LifeVac saved her life. What I would say is don't need a LifeVac and not have it. Have a LifeVac and hopefully never need it.
Recently, the American Red Cross has added anti-choking devices as an option when standard protocol fails or is not feasible.
Go to lifevac.net or call 877-543-3822.
Welcome back to Man in the Arena. I keep going back to the old name, the Man in the Arena, but you're in the arena, so welcome.
We have a woman with us. So
We do,
the
we
new
do.
in the arena is more appropriate
Yeah,
than
we're
ever.
in the arena, and so
Weeda,
welcome back.
Weeda.
I'm Rick
Oh,
Fatscher, along
there's
with
a little
Arthur Lee,
woman in
Pat
the
O'Rourke,
arena.
and
the-
Alicia Malone,
The
who's been
Cali
joining
in
us.
the arena.
Jump up.
Hi, Callie.
For those of
Jump
you
up and jump
watching
down.
on Facebook and YouTube, yeah, that's Callie.
Callie. Oh, boy.
It just got a lot
It's
brighter in
my
here
boy.
and
Carter.
prettier.
Carter, come on out here.
Where's Carter? Come here, baby.
Come on, Carter.
Come here.
Come here.
Here, come see Arthur. Come here.
see
Come
me.
over here.
Oh,
Come on this side.
You guys got similar colored shirts on.
I
But
know.
anyway, this is a great time to bring in Mr. 3K because his family is surrounding him. There's Maya, Princess 3000. We call him Mr. 3000 because he saved his daughter for the 3000th save. And we welcome him each week to give us an update on the lives saved. And he gets his information straight from Donnie Isley. There he is, Mr. 3. That's so
Well, hello, everybody. There's the Malone family.
the Malones. Previous, they
Say hi, everyone.
reunited.
This is my guess. What's those numbers?
How are you? Yeah.
Say hi, everyone.
This morning here.
She's been practicing the LifeVac song.
Oh, nice.
Yep, she'll just come out of nowhere and start singing. When there's breath, there'll be death. So get LifeVac and live.
Fun one to sing at school.
Wow, we can't wait. We can't wait to see everyone again.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, go on. I love you. All right, down to business.
Yes.
My prediction is in.
So as Rick was saying, I'm Mr. 3000 because of my daughter, number 3000 saved, which happened to be 312 days ago. So we're coming up to the 1 year mark. I gave my prediction last week. And since October 20th, 2024, we are 1,588 saves in 312 days.
Wow.
Pretty amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, Bobby, do we have a screen tonight? Let's run that number.
Here we go. I'm going to read it for those listening at home. Total lives saved. 4,586 lives. Whoa. 2,800 children.
Always want the
Boy,
over.
that's busy.
No.
I was off by 4.
You're getting closer, Pat. You're getting closer.
Hey, I like the under.
We're
I like
getting
when it's over.
corrected as we speak.
That's right.
guess what?
That's right.
Guess what, buddy? How many lives we got saved today?
6 saves today.
And what if I told you Donna's here? How many would you guess we saved? Because I have a better number. We saved 8.
8 saves. 8 saves. Well, Arthur, how many saves this week?
Oh, you win. You're back. All right.
20,
30.
26, 24.
We have 40 saves this week. 40.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's impressive.
That is
That we
impressive.
know about. People
If
do
we
not
keep
know
having
that.
weeks like that, I'm going to be a little short on my number. But you know what? That's the best news ever.
Yeah, baby.
So let's get into the highlight of the week because it
Highlight
is
of the
a
week.
good one. And it's from my hometown here in Florida. On August 23rd, a 19-month-old girl from Florida choked on a chip, causing total obstruction. Protocol was performed but failed. My daughter was walking around and had gotten a hold of a chip her older brother had dropped. She unfortunately tripped and went to cry from the fall with the chip in her mouth. It caused her to aspirate the chip and caused complete airway blockage. By the time my husband brought her to me, she was completely blue and making absolutely no sound. I yelled for him to bring me the LifeVac and to call 911.
Oh my God.
With one suction, I was able to get her throwing up and crying. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. This
That's
is worth every single penny.
And throw up.
She was followed up to see the pediatrician and checked out perfect.
Nice.
Oh man, you know, Ray, when you read those, I love that part of the show. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
do, and I love the gratitude because you could feel that moment. You know it, like
Oh,
even you talk about it or he talks about it. You always get misty, I mean, you should. And that's I don't know, that's my favorite. I love when you read
Well,
them.
it's an event that a parent never forgets. You know, when you're watching your child in a life and death situation and you're responsible for taking care of them and saving them, you know, that never goes away. Never.
Ray, does Maya remember?
Look at you.
I've asked
She
you
does.
before.
Well, she says she remembers, but obviously we have LifeVac everywhere. We talk to everybody about it. She's around everybody when we talk about it. So I don't know if she necessarily remembers it, but she certainly knows that we talk about it often. She knows the device. She knows where we keep the LifeVac. She knows what it does, how it works. So she's very conscious of the entire situation.
And she saw Dad hanging her picture up in the Hall of Saves, which was
She did. Number 3,000.
Yeah,
Amazing.
and then she did her Pete Rose, and that's what we. Mine was a hand roll, man.
And she's only done about 30 of those since we left.
Today.
But I've had the pleasure of hanging out with him, and she is just, you know what? If you want to save energy and youthful, Maya would be the one you'd save. So
Absolutely, yeah. Never a dull moment with that one. Let me tell you.
You know what?
Speaking of,
Just
I
interrupt.
got a great saying here for you guys.
Yeah, let's hear that.
take it away, Ray.
LifeVac. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. The life you save could be your own, could be a child, could be a parent, could be anybody, could be a stranger. So get a LifeVac. Love you guys and God bless.
Could be you.
Get
Hey,
LifeVac.
Rick.
How many? About 70 people have saved themselves, correct?
129. That data.
129.
I think about that.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you,
a new
Ray.
stat I need. I need to keep up with that.
I'm gonna have to do this myself.
Well, Ray, we thank you so much. We'll see you next week in the arena. God bless.
Mr. 3000. Wow, you were close, Pat.
It's no joke when you choke, so get LifeVac and live. Without breath, there'll be death. So get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live.
LifeVac and live.
We still have a little bit of time. That's our closing song, so it's probably short to be on.
Say Arthur.
Carter's here.
Apple.
Yes.
Say Donna.
So you know what?
Who is this channel?
I'm going to say this, and amidst the interruptions, this is the greatest interruptions. But thank you for joining us today on In the Arena. A special thank you to Alicia Malone for for sharing her wisdom and reflections on accidental rudeness. At LifeVac, we believe that every life matters and every act of kindness can make a difference. Just as Arthur Lee's book reminds us that sorry can't is a lie, we're reminded that with courage, compassion, and the right tools, we can all step into the arena and change lives. Until next time, stay inspired, stay kind, and stay in the fight. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alicia Meek Malone, get LifeVac and
Big
live.
round of applause. And now Mike Rowe can take us out.
Carter and Callie, wave.
It's no joke when you choke, so get LifeVac and live. Without breath, there'll be death. So get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live.
LifeVac and live.